Hello, it is a dark episode for January the 29th, 2025. And I have to say, I have been enjoying the taking apart of Emilia Perez. Um, yeah, just because it was such an engaging car crash of a movie to watch. I was prepped in that opinion, but really watching it, I was just like, oh, you're starting out with a mariachi band at the front of your movie, French guy who's making a movie about the Mexican people. And it's like, that's a dodgy decision right off the bat. And the decisions become worse and worse as the movie goes along about Mexican people, about trans people, about just all the women. Yeah, it's just it's a weird car crash of a movie, made all the weirder because it's got so many Oscar noms. Um, though I have to say, going through the comment sections of people commenting on people talking about the movie, I feel like it's like the same 10 people pounding the same talking points over and over and over again. And it might be much more than that, but it's like there is a bit of a hive mind of people who are very much, they've all listened to the same, maybe they've all listened to the same critics, so they all have the same kind of talking points. It doesn't like, you don't get the sense of people genuinely taking on this terrible movie. And I mean, I'm probably guilty of it myself in what I've said about the movie. It's just like, it's just, yeah, it is one of those things of like, I do think it's not a good movie. I think it's very engaging, not a good movie. I think it's wildly melodramatic, and maybe some people reacted well to that. And in kind of an Oscars, and I never learned to read kind of way, actually got genuine Oscar nominations from well-meaning people who thought it was, mistook this schlocky thing, who maybe they thought it was operatic versus melodramatic schlock pulp. Maybe they just mistook that. But yeah, yeah, I've just, I am wary about the whole, just the hate train, the whole hate train thing for this movie. I don't, well, I can see why people would hate this movie if you're an affected group. So I can't say, I don't share that myself, probably because I'm not someone who is from Mexico. I'm not somebody who is trans. I'm standing on the outside of it just going, holy shit, this is like, it's hilariously how wrong-footed this movie is. Yeah, yeah. So those are my thoughts for the day. It's like, it's, if it wasn't up for a whole ton of awards, I think it would get just dismissed and forgotten, and then would get kind of resurrected as kind of a cult movie of just like, get a load of this, isn't this kind of funny? But just that it's being taken seriously by awards bodies has definitely, probably quite rightly, infuriated people. I wonder if some of the people are just all reading off of a sort of cue cards. You do wonder, it's like, is this a part of a smear? There's outrage, and then there's manufactured outrage. I don't know if it's manufactured or not. I mean, I know the people in the trans community that I listen to regularly are not mouthpieces. They're not people who are outrage merchants. So that they're upset and are talking about the movie, probably, hopefully using it as a way of education about trans issues is a good thing. I don't have those connections with probably the much louder critics of this movie, which is more people from Mexico, where there's sort of a national pride thing, which, fuck national pride. Spoken as a cynical Canadian who sees when stuff gets used as national pride, it's often got some kind of really kind of bullshit stuff behind it that's trying to make everyone act the same or think the same. So I don't know. It's a terrible movie though. Yeah. All right. I'll leave it there.